Hey guys! So what up guys, this video is about my hatred for certain things in the world of video game and video gaming, I mean. And as you can see by the oh, alhamdulillah. Woo. And as you can see on the title, you can basically see what it is about. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the Street Fighter 4 tier list. Hold on, let me just rise this up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the Street Fighter 4 tier list. I find that a tier list is a very accurate way of describing how good a character is in any in any fighting game, really. Of course, it's a good reference and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the statistics and like not really much the science of Street Fighter, I kind of put it back in the back of my mind, because I find it's not bullshit, cause it's very accurate, but I just don't like it. You know, the reason why I don't like it is because for those who have watched this channel who haven't fought in a tournament, or not even just a tournament, but it doesn't really matter in a tournament. But when you're playing when you're competitive in any type of I don't know, not event, but activity, you know, whether it be basketball, whether it be chess, whether it be video games, of course, anything, you know. A lot of your what's the word I'm looking for? Shit, I don't even remember what's the word I'm looking for. Oh shit, your performance. Your performance. That's what I was looking for. Your performance depends on, of course, your your team, of course, if you have a team, the instrument that you would use. Of course, I'm just gonna be talking about Street Fighter. I'm not really talking about like the other examples I gave, like basketball or chess. But say, you know, like it all depends on your strategy and things like that. But I would say that when in any competition, like at least more than 50% of your chances of winning depend on your confidence. Do you understand? It's like the charisma that you give off. You know, basically the confidence that you would show, you know what I'm saying? The thought that, yes, I'm going to win this. Because if you sit down next to anyone and in your head you're already thinking, yeah, I'm going to lose, you know? And if they are a good player, then you're going to lose. It's like a lot of people, before any match or competitive sequence, they lose even before they even start the game, because they already have in their head that they're gonna lose. I mean, I'm watching Evil right now, and I'm looking at some of these players like against Daigo or Justin Wong, and they're just like, you can already tell that they're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, they're already tripping out. They're just like, it's like they just freeze up. You see, like Justin Wong comes on, you know, he's got his fight stick, and the other guy's just like this. When you start praying and stuff like that, just Wong's just like, you know, and Daigo doesn't say a damn thing, just like, and the guy's just like, they're like starstruck, they're just frozen, you know what I'm saying? And this type of, but enough of that, enough of the idea of confidence during a game. The reason why I don't like the tier list is because I feel as though that it can affect your confidence, you know what I'm saying? It's like not just now, but yesterday, Justin Wong lost. He's out of the tournament. He's out of Evo with Street Fighter, at least. I mean, he just won the Marvel vs. Capcom tournament. So good job, Justin. But yeah, he's out of this tournament because he lost to a dude named Gamerby, who's from China. And you would be surprised who he lost to. He is a Rufus player, of course. You know, Justin Wong plays with Rufus, who is in all the tier lists really high, if not the top. Like the one that I saw in I Play Winners, Rufus is the top tier. He's top tier. He's the highest, you know? He's like the Sagat now, because all the other players have been nerfed so badly. You know, like Sagat's now like mid tier. He's pretty useless now. And I feel I don't really like that. I don't like that they nerfed Sagat so much. You know, I feel as though that they fucked up on it. Like they just should have toned down his strength. That's it. That's it. They didn't have to like, you know, fuck up everything. But anyways, so yeah, he lost to a guy named Gamerby who was an Adon player. And Justin Wong has said himself, you know, I think that Adon is a like not a good character, you know. And he lost to him. So this is like an Adon player who's like not the player, but the Adon character in Street Fighter is like lower than mid tier, you know. He's not anywhere close to high tier, and he's beating the top tier, you know. So it's like that type of, it's like this type of things happen all the time, you know. I mean, if you're getting into Street Fighter and you're looking at the tier list, you shouldn't like put all your faith in like the higher tiers. I mean, like in Montreal we have one Empire Arcadia player here, and his name is Prez. As far as I know, one, and he's a very good player. He's very fundamental. He's a really good player, and he said, instead of trying to play the game, make the game play you. And what that means is that like everyone is different. Everyone has a certain type of playing style even before they play the game, you know. Some people just like to rush down. Some people like to be safe and conservative, you know. And those players of course play with a guile, rush down and play like someone like Dudley, you know. And other players just like shenanigans, like wacky stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they'll go with like a Ibuki, and you know. That's just how, it's just like your playing style will reflect your personality and who you are, you know. So instead of like trying to, like someone who plays defensively, like you shouldn't play with someone like Dudley, you know, because they're a good character. But Dudley's not that good. But anyways, because they're according to a tier list, of course. But yeah, you shouldn't like play with like someone like Dudley who's rushed down, you know. It's like you should play with someone like Guile or even Chun-Li who can zone well, who could like, you know, keep their like, or someone like Dalsim, you know. And this is exactly what Prez is saying. You should make the game play you, you know. That's just, and he's right. If you find it though that you're good with a certain character, you shouldn't try and get a higher tier character just to, you know, be better, or like just because they're a higher tier, you know. It's like you gotta have faith in yourself. Like you gotta have this like a certain confidence, which is very hard to not only get but to keep. You know, you gotta have an idea that you're gonna win. Do you understand? And no matter what character you use, whether it be Dan or Rufus, I mean, well, not Dan, but yeah, whether it be like Mikado or Hakan or anyone, you know, you gotta have that sort of faith that my chance of winning are just as much as his, you know. And especially in the tournament aspect, a lot of the game is not even about the characters. It's like the player playing, like it's like who has the stronger nerves, you know. It's like the player versus the other player, not even like a Don versus a Ryu. It's so important, you know. And in my time, like when I played at tournaments, I only really played in 2 tournaments. I did really bad, and the reason why I did really bad is because I was so nervous. I was so like, you know, and I didn't think that would happen, because when I come to tournaments, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play Street Fighter. I love the game. But when I would lose because I was so like nervous, and I don't know why I'd be nervous. I was just like so like, you know, like I'm kind of scared to do this move because I figured it might not work. You know, I'm just like. Yeah, man, like it's always like the matchup is always in my head. It's like when you're playing like Street Fighter, you should know the matchup, but not this like the numbers. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you're Chun-Li versus Rufus, you know, like just make the game work out so that it's 5-on-5 rather than 6-4. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Do you? You do? Alright then. But yeah, it's like there are ways around it rather than just be like, okay, well he's a Rufus, so I'm gonna lose. You know, this is like the thoughts that are in a lot of people's head. So yeah, I mean, you gotta make the game play yourself, and this is why I don't like the tier list, because I feel as though that makes certain people kind of, you know, just learn the matchup, learn how to play certain characters, and forget the tier list, man. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like I just feel that the tier list kind of kills confidence and just like. It's just so surprising. Like when Justin lost, everyone was like, oh my god, 2 and a Dawn player, he plays with a Dawn. It was just like, to me it was just like, yo, he out-nerved Justin, and he, like, Justin was nervous as shit. You just saw him fidgeting. He was like, oh god, you know, like just in between matches he was just like ooh, sweating and shit, you know. That dude was just like so calm, so cool, dog. You know, I can picture, I assume Justin's always sweating. I mean, that nigga's fat. But anyways,